Good morning. All right, it is Sunday, June 22nd at 9:11 a.m. It is already 80 degrees out and it is full sun. I just finished up my yard sale last night. It took me an hour and a half to get everything back in the house and organized, but I could not get the dresser box in the house because it is really, really, really heavy. Um, and what I wanted to show you was what you do when you have something that is way, way, way too heavy. So this is way, way, way too heavy. I cannot pick this up. So I got my steel-toed boots on in case I drop it on my foot. But this is not light. Even without the drawers, it is not light. So I've got to try and get it back in the house. I was really hoping I would sell this so that I wouldn't have to do this. But it did not sell. And here's the thing, when you run into something you can't pick up, you got to do the best you can do, especially when you're by yourself. So, I'm going to do the best I can do. Because if I pick this up and I drop it on my foot, I got a problem. If I pick it up and I hurt my back, I got a problem. So, we don't want to pick it up. I was hoping my kickboxing bag would sell too. It didn't. So the sand is right here. What a good place for that sand. I tripped in that ditch about 10 times this weekend. My right foot hurts tremendously, terribly. It's probably broken again. Notice I said again. And that's another reason I'm wearing my steel-toed shoes. I have to have all the support on that foot because the outer part of it is unstable right now. But we can't let injuries slow us down. We can't let soreness slow us down, because I am sore and stiff, but there ain't nothing I can do about it. All right, I am to the ramp. Thank God I've got one. This is not a good ramp. It is not a safe ramp. When it's wet, it's a slip and slide, but it's not raining today, so I shouldn't have any problems sliding on it. And I think, these are not the shoes with the non-slip treads. These are the steel toes, folks, steel toes. Steel-toed boots. That's the thing. Whenever I gotta do something major, I always get me a good pair of steel-toed boots. Why do I do that? Well, because you never know when major things are going down. Sometimes you physically have to get, some heavy stuff done. So it's good to have a pair of steel-toed boots. And I always get some when I'm going through any major life shit. It just makes things easier. Whew, not level. Despite being fat, I'm in pretty good shape. Alright, so we got it up here. I could not have done this last night. Alright, so first challenge cleared. We got it next to the front door. Now, here's the fun part. This front door is no longer safe. If I put this dresser right there on that first square next to the door frame, it's going to go through the floor. I cannot step on this. So, we got to keep it right here. This is another reason I was really hoping to sell this thing, because it was going to be really dangerous getting it back in the house. And I was not wrong. It is going to be really dangerous getting it back in the house. So I'm going to, which hand do I want the open side on? I think I'm stronger on my right. Plus, the back is heavier, obviously, than the front. So I got the drawers out of it. That's the other thing when you're moving a dresser. Take the drawers out, especially if you're moving it by yourself. The drawers really aren't heavy, but when you stack them inside a drawer, you get the wiggle wobbles, and you don't want that. Alright, this is going to be fun. I have to be able to lift it up onto here, but not catch it on the lip, which was what I was having a problem with everything last night. I got it up, but it would catch on this, and it wouldn't do right and come up on the thing. So this is so much fun. Okay, we got it. Now, we got to keep it off this square. Shit. Woo, that was fun. Almost really hurt myself. Alright, so we want to get a little bit closer and tip it up. And we got it, folks. It is in the house. Alright, I could not have done that last night. I was so incredibly exhausted. And I'm still stiff and sore. I couldn't hardly, I got out of bed and I felt like I was about 110 years old. Alright, so we have carpet, or we have solid surface. Let's go solid surface all day long. Because now that this is out of use, I'm no longer using it, I've already broken it down. I don't need this in the bedroom anymore. So I don't need to force myself to try and fight it on the carpet, so I'm not going to do it. What I need to do is organize this back room a little bit better so I can hide this away, because it's going to rain next weekend, so it's not like I can pull this back out Thursday. I can't. It's going to be at least 2 weeks before I can have another yard sale. But the big challenge is done. This is back in the house. Now I got to go to CVS. CVS will probably be the next video. But, alright, folks, if you liked this little video of me getting a dresser in the house, like and subscribe. I tell you, man, it's tough when you're one person. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. Have a great day, guys, and I hope you don't have to move any dressers today.